From the beginning of time, it seemed like science and religion were always at odds.
One of the most famous examples of this was Galileo. In the 17th century, he was condemned by the Catholic Church for proposing that the Earth revolved around the sun. And we still see this clash between science and faith today, in debates over evolution versus creationism, or questions about abortion and ethics. But what if I were to tell you that these worlds don't have to be in opposition? What if they could actually build on each other?
And that's where neurotheology comes in. Now let me explain.
Now, neurotheology is an interdisciplinary field that brings together neuroscience and religion, along with psychology, spirituality, and even philosophy. Basically, it's a mind, body, and soul approach, looking not just at what shows up on an MRI scan, but also how people feel during these mystical and religious experiences. It asks the following big questions. What happens in the brain during religious and spiritual experiences? Are our brains hardwired to believe in God? And can science help us better understand what we call faith?
Over the past year, I've been poring over the literature, looking into neurotheology. As someone who loves neuroscience and who comes from a Muslim background, I wanted to explore the different intersections between science and religion. And this is the perfect way to do that.
After all, scientists have already demonstrated that neurotechnology has the power to shape our religious beliefs. Dr. Kais Azuma, a lecturer at NYU, conducted an experiment with something called transcranial magnetic stimulation, this neurotechnology, to see if it would have the power to change a person's religious beliefs. And spoiler alert, it can. Just imagine what that means for us. But I wanted to go further, specifically into the traditions that haven't yet been studied.
One of these was the ritual of the whirling dervishes.
The whirling dervishes are Sufi Muslims who use rhythmic spinning to feel closer to Allah, or God. I actually had the opportunity to witness this practice firsthand in Turkey, and it made me wonder what was happening in their brains this whole time. So I began building a model. My current goal is to continue exploring how these physical rituals might activate certain parts of the brain and classify them based on the different characteristics.
Now, why is this important?
Because understanding the biological basis of spirituality could be revolutionary.
Faith has the power to transform people's lives, and yet we still don't understand how. By using science to explore that mystery, we're not dismissing faith, we're honoring it. And so science in this case serves as a tool that I think we should consider using in the long run, to better understand ourselves and also the world around us.
And this has huge implications, especially in healthcare. If we continue studying neurotheology, we might just uncover new ways to treat mental health conditions, like depression, anxiety, and even chronic pain. And if we can prove that different religions are connected on a biological basis, then maybe, just maybe, we can finally begin to understand and respect each other's faiths.
So let's embrace this emerging field. Let's open our minds and turn the tide in history.